Uh, Hallelujah time. Let's see what I got in the box today, baby.
Games, which I eventually extended to top 50, so I was kind of dweebing out and just gushing grannies over some of my favorite titles. And that's when I learned, with a rude awakening, a lot of people have this thought process that your favorite things have to be the objectively best things or else it's garbage. So there was a lot of people disappointed that my top 20 favorite games didn't match the top 20 highest rated Metacritic games. I just think that's super stupid. I also think it's really boring. If you're someone whose 5 favorite games are just the 5 highest on Metacritic, or your 5 favorite movies are just the Rotten Tomatoes top 5, that's super lame. Like, your favorite thing does not have to be the thing everyone agrees is the best. For example, my favorite movie is The Mummy. Is The Mummy the best movie ever made and everyone agrees that it is? Yes. Yes, it is. But that's very rare. Point is, my favorite games aren't just in order of the best games ever created or anything, and a lot of it has to do with nostalgia and what the games made me feel at the time. I think there's a lot more factors that go into what makes something your favorite as opposed to how objectively good something is. So with that in mind, I want to just show you my list here, and I want to make a special mention, something that ruffled a lot of feathers. There's 2 areas on the list where I clump things together, specifically for Final Fantasy, because I can't choose a favorite Final Fantasy between 7, 8, 9, and 10. Those games are all so unbelievably near and dear to my soul, I would not be able to choose which one's my favorite, so I have them all occupy the same spot. And then I do the same thing for Elden Ring and Bloodborne. I cannot choose which one I like more, so they also occupy the same spot. You can eat my whole asshole about it. You can suck up the dirtiest fart out of my butt. I don't care. I know it's kind of cheating on a top 50s list or whatever. I don't care. It's my list. It's my rules on it. 1 through 4 is really easy. I've talked about them a lot. Number 1 is absolutely City of Heroes. We've known that. I think it is an unbelievably good MMO. It unfortunately got its lunch eaten by World of Warcraft. They came out around the same time, so a lot of people never even found this game. But it is truly one of the only unique MMOs that doesn't just follow the same tried and true formula that WoW crafted. And since the private servers are fully functional and constantly updated, I can confidently say it's a game that has still aged really well and is fun to play to this day. Would any game ever beat City Heroes for you? Probably not. I don't think. The nostalgia is too powerful. The game means too much to me. I don't think it'll be beaten. In the number 2 spot, we have Halo 2. My most played competitive game ever. Still, I think this game is a complete masterpiece of multiplayer gaming. A lot of what made this game so special was actually by accident too. So even some of the things like super bouncing, I'd spend hours on just doing super bounces and monster bounces and shit. Then there's also like some really deep skill expression glitches such as BXR and BYBs, stuff like that.
The main purpose of this video is to help those of you guys who might not understand much about Halo 2 get a better understanding of the game
I'll check it out
and the
then,
skill
Ryan.
gap. I know how frustrating it is when players speak so highly of a game that you know nothing about. If you don't have much
God,
experience
even
with
just watching gameplay of Halo 2 just always makes me want to hop back in and play it. You have a couple deleted super bounce videos. Yep, I used to do it all the time. There was entire montages. Oh yeah, they still have some of them. This is probably a re-upload. But it's just cool. It was such a like fun glitch. And even the glitch had skill expression to it. Because as you're seeing here, you could combo bounces if you knew them and knew how to do them and how to set them up. It's just so cool, man. So even though like the base game of Halo 2 was a masterpiece in and of itself, the other things that were accidental, like the super bounces, like the BXBs, the BXRs, all that, just add even more to it, more replayability. And the modding. The modding community was hot. Texture mods, full gameplay mods. Oh, it was so good. And the custom games you could just get lost in for hours. Like Tower of Power, Michael Myers, all kinds of shit. I truly think this is still to date the most special multiplayer game. The most special multiplayer experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
So that's comfortably number 2 on my top 20 list. Number 3, we talked about it the other day. It's got to be RuneScape.
Uh-huh.
Old school RuneScape specifically. I never even bothered with RuneScape 3. It is just actually timeless. It is my most played game of all time. Across all of my accounts, I think I have close to probably like 10,000 hours, roughly. On my main account right now that I maxed a couple years ago, I have, 4,000 hours on just that alone. There's just nothing like it. It is actually just the GOAT. Use topsters.org for the list. It's a great site.
It would be
Sounds like
number 1.
Sounds like a scam. Topsters?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like an auction I'd watch on Whatnot before losing all my Pokemon card packs. Number 4 spot goes to Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10. I can't choose one of these over the other, so I put all of them in my number 4 spot. All 4 of them make it in my number 4 spot. Number 4, Final Fantasy. We'll just have 7 be here, but just know this represents... Oh, wait, here. Do they have, like... a crazy collage? No. They have this, though. Just know this represents Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10. Honestly, this might go Elden Ring.
You must not have played Spelunky.
Rank them all, you coward. I'm not gonna do that, man. I literally can't choose. That's not fair. It's my fucking list. Just let me have it. Who are you? The top 20 police or something? It's my list. Gears of War. Yeah, I'm kind of torn if I'm gonna go Elden Ring Bloodborne over Gears of War. That's kind of where I'm stuck right now. I do like Elden Ring and Bloodborne more than Gears of War, so I'm gonna do that. This one I'll divide it. But just know they occupy the same spot in the top 5.
Boring me.
Gears literally started your career. Yeah, but I still like Elden Ring and Bloodborne more as games.
On the chat.
Keep in mind, the only Gears of War game that I absolutely love is the first one. I don't even really like Gears 2 or 3 that much.
Yeah, fuck them Gears.
Making up your own rules. It's my fucking list. It's fine. Now this is where Gears of War will go. Just outside of the top 5.
Okay, Gears.
So this is number 6.
Gears. So many.
Can I put them on the same square? No, it just swaps them.
No, only Gears.
Go on Metacritic, highest rated games. Yeah, but some of my choices are... You're...
Oh. He shouted
out gonna have
Super Mario
Luigi's Mansion.
I
still remember.
Yes.
Definitely not my top 20 though. Be in my top 20.
Wait, I go to the end.
Nostalgia is an incredible factor in that. I don't think there's anything that could beat these 4 for my lists. Everything after that, it's all cattywampus. It goes tits up. I don't know how to organize into that. It then just becomes games from a ton of different genres that I really like. Like some of my favorites.
Good list, baby.
Yakuza games pretty
is one of my favorites too.
I wouldn't say they're nostalgic for me. I actually never really got deep into a Yakuza game until a couple of years ago. If you want a nostalgic game like that not enough people talk about, Stranglehold. I was really debating throwing Stranglehold in there towards the end, but it just wouldn't feel right going over some of the others I started tossing in.
Yeah, fuck this. Let me see if this one might check out or might not check out. I don't know. I mean, broccoli, baby. It's Bobby approved. Boy. Oh my.
If you try to go directly across, it'll go right across and up the lavatory. So you got to remove the drain. So you get right to the TY, so you could get the drain down there, the snake down the drain, like right at the wall. So I've done this before. That's what we're gonna do. Get the snake down the drain, and we can try running the water, because she has tried plungers, and plunger's not gonna work if you got two sinks tied to one drain, because you plunger it and it just goes up the other sink, or it goes up you plunger it, it goes up the vent, the pressure.
On the right, Fort Airport.
The only time a plunger will work is if you don't have a vent or any way to release the air so that the pressure can push down the drain, right? A lot of times plungers won't work if it's down the drain more than, if it's in the trap, yeah, the plunger will work, but other than that, it's not gonna work. Anyway, we'll try to get some shots over there. She's a little YouTube shy, this woman. She watches my videos, I think. Anyway. Miss Molly had to chase her today, catch her, take her with me.
Miles, take exit 3. Right, take out the window.
I had to catch her.
First left.
Into his schedule. And I was so happy you answered the phone, you made my day.
Yeah, we gotta get it to go down.
What'd you say?
That's what we did last time. We took it apart here, right?
I thought it was right.
We get it apart there. How's your brother?
Not too bad. He's been to graduations. He went to Virginia for graduation. You know, the great grandchildren are all
Congratulations for what?
graduation.
Oh, graduation.
Yeah. The great grands are all coming out of here, coming out of there.
Oh, really? You haven't heard from you. I guess you've been doing all the stuff yourself, huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I believe I've been at it.
Are you a handy woman?
Quiet.
Handy fix-it woman?
Not anymore, Steve. I haven't touched anything. I've had some drastic eye problems. She has to retire.
Me?
Her, Pauline, has to retire.
Oh, she's already retired, isn't she?
But she tried to retire from household projects. Major projects. I'm out of the loop now.
She retired or retarded?
Retired and retired.
Little of both. I'm better.
You know me long enough. Truer words were never spoken.
Alright, we're gonna snake that. Hopefully I gotta get down the drain, because if not it goes just in the sink and up the other side.
Yeah, it's gonna go from one to the
No
other.
good.
Plays back and forth.
Alright, let me get my snake. Hopefully you get lucky here.
Yeah, hopefully I get lucky.
Bathroom.
Oh, bathroom one.
And it's got the little flappers. When it runs, the flappers open up and lets the air out, right?
Right, they've been in there.
Well, the thing's been in there for 40 years, so one of the flappers has broke off or whatever. Flippin' bird was living in there. He'd fly in, and I could hear him, making noise up there in the vent. So I had to get up there and get his nest out of there and put like a shield over it so he can't get in there till I can change the vent. Never a dull moment, He wasn't too happy about me evicting him.
Well, he didn't pay
No, he wasn't too happy about that. I gotta get that down slip and drain is the problem.
Now, my nephew went in his dry event and he had.
Yeah, he got in the flip and dry event. He was one of them blackbirds,
He said they had to
being a problem.
The nest was in the middle, he broke all the stuff that was going through the community.
Problem is, I gotta get that sucker down there. If I don't get it down, it'll go
Go to the other side.
to the other side of the drain, go straight through. We can't have that. It's gotta go down. So it's ooh, what the hell we got there? No, I gotta get it to go down. Fucking shit.
Well, I was afraid of that. And then I was walking, it came down the damn street, and he was backing up with so then I took the barrels to the guy. And then,
I might have to take that nipple out. I think that's what I had to do last time. Take that nipple out of there or something. I don't know. I get it to go down. Maybe.
We're not in the olden days. Plumbing now we rely on everything. Friday when I saw you.
Yeah, that's what we need right there. Get that done. That's it. Yeah, I think I got it.
You think you got it?
I got to check.
I think you're getting smart.
Not to tell.
You gotta put your patch on.
I think it's in there, but not to tell. Fucking shit. Yeah, it's going down.
Good morning.
It's going down. All right, why don't you try running the sink on the other side slowly and we'll see if it backs up.
Okay.
Yeah, run the sink on the other side. And we'll see if it backs up.
That's that long pipe down there. That's where this drains.
How long did it take to back up? It didn't take long. Right away it was backing up.
They had trouble like late Friday, I think, but it was.
What
like
about the tub? Was the tub backing up?
No, the tub and I asked them, the tub and the toilet are running.
It's running, Steve.
All right.
This is that long pipe that's, you know the one you patched up with epoxy? That's the one that's that long one going into the main drain from here.
You running it on the other side?
Is it running?
I just stopped him. 1 minute.
She shut it off?
Yeah.
Go ahead, you go do it. Put some water in there so I can see if it. I want the water to go down the drain and see if it backs up.
Yeah, okay, it's running now.
All right, leave it run till he tells you to shut it off.
Yeah, let it run. I think I got it because it seems to be nice and. Good. Few behears from hell here.
What'd you say?
Few behears from hell.
I couldn't hear what you said.
Pubic hairs from hell.
Oh, is that right?
You know what that is? Someone said to me I can't say that in front of the ladies. How you doing?
Good morning, sir. Good.
What's so good about it?
You know what's good about it? We got up.
Yeah. What's so good about it?
For us, you're
Yeah. It's good.
You want me to turn it off?
Yeah, you can shut it off now. It's working. It's draining fine, so.
How far did it go down there?
I don't know. I went down and I could kind of feel, it was a little stiff at first.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pipe, I don't know why.
Kind of like you when you got to pay the bill. Get a little stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm stiff all the time because I'm old. Yeah,
All right. I'm doing it.
that long pipe that gets caught.
All right. That's fine. We'll put this back together and.
So little gunky setup there?
What is it?
Gunky setup in there?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, as long as it's unblocked. So
Yeah, as long as they get it to run down goes down the drain, that's all that really matters, right?
yeah.
Think about it.
The only thing I was at epoxy steel in there.
What epoxy seal?
Epoxy you put on that pipe, I says, oh my God.
Oh, did I put an epoxy seal on a cast iron pipe down there?
Yeah,
Well, why don't you go look and see if it's leaking?
that's the pipe that you.
No, I don't think that's usually pretty strong. This was definitely, I didn't even put any water in it because I know it was backing up, so I would have had to drain the water out. This is a double back-to-back sink here. Should go down now. You gotta get the sink down the drain, that's the secret. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. That was easy. Easy on my wallet.
I don't see nothing, there's only like a rust spot on it, so.
I'm reacting to nothing.
It's got a drip. It's got a drip to it. I think that's a Moen. Like probably 3 different ones. Major ones that you can stock.
Oh yeah, the key.
There it is. That's the one. If I can get it out, sometimes they get crusty, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Rounded.
Come on.
Around the spot's gonna go around.
So, folks, you see that? He just cleared some shit and did so. If you like plumbing, Yeah, do that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you ready for the next stream of another channel? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm picking some broccoli. I like my shit. You know, some other guy.
Zelensky didn't tell Trump about the plan. All right, your microsecond is up because he didn't want to tell Putin. And if you tell Trump, you're telling Putin. That's why, you dumb son of a bitch. You think they're going to tell Trump that they
share this
have an
video
equivalent
in
of Pearl
real
Harbor?
time.
This is how fucking stupid people are.
Hey, James, you might remember that Donald Trump promised he would end the Russian-Ukraine war on day one. It's now day 134, and this war is raging. But then Trump and J.D. Vance, in a setup with cameras in the Oval Office, thought it was a great idea to insult a Democratic ally, Ukraine President Zelensky. Trump tried to humiliate him by saying, in this war, you have no cards. Zelensky actually has something much bigger, drones, and a brilliant secret plan to use trucks with detachable roofs to get close enough to Russian air bases, and in a masterful strategic launch attack, 41 Russian strategic bombers, totally destroying a third. Some military experts said this was the greatest surprise attack since Pearl Harbor, and this time it was justified and may mark a seminal moment in modern warfare. So I tell you what, JD and Donald Trump, keep your cards. Zelensky has something much bigger.
So I want to do a puzzle for our listeners, viewers, okay? Now listen very carefully to this puzzle and see if you can get the answer. I'll give you 1/10 of a second to think of the answer. So Steve Bannon criticized Lindsey Graham for going to Ukraine because no one, Zelensky, I don't know if they told Lindsey or not, didn't tell Trump about the plan. Why do you think that Zelensky didn't tell Trump about the plan? All right, your microsecond is up because he didn't want to tell Putin. And if you tell Trump, you're telling Putin. That's why, you dumb son of a bitch. You think they're going to tell Trump that they have an equivalent of Pearl Harbor? This is how fucking stupid people are. I mean, I don't know why people didn't jump on that. Maybe I missed it, the late night people. Jesus Christ, look at it. You tell Trump the drone truck coming in, and sitting there and said, you think I don't have any cards? Wait till you deal off the bottom of the deck, and you'll start seeing aces flying everywhere.
Man, they got trucks. Drivers didn't know what they had, and with detachable roofs, they got in there undetected, got close enough, and those roofs came off, and the drone set off. It really was just absolutely brilliant. The protracted war. I think this at least changes those dynamics and certainly changes morale.
I think you agree with this. The Ukraine war is the great moral crusade of our lifetime. I'm sorry. That was a sovereign country. It was recognized, cut out. Every piece of rigmarole you had to be a country, it's right there. It's critical. And they just talked off and started a war. Yeah. Blowing people up in hospitals.
Breaking the trees. A
right.
peace pact.
This is a moral issue.
Yeah.
Moral issue.
Well, isn't it surprising that Donald Trump is not rising to a moral issue?
Yeah,
I want to draw attention. Speaking of moral issues, let me draw attention to another topic. It was a superb Peter Baker story in the New York Times, who pointed out Trump, in his attacks against Harvard and other places, claims he is fighting anti-Semitism. Now, clearly, there's been a problem at Harvard, among other places, but Trump fighting anti Semitism is a joke, as our guest Larry Summers noted last week. Trump dines with Holocaust deniers. He dispatched vans to praise Germany's neo Nazi party. Peter Baker adds some more details. Trump hypocrisy. He put out an image Trump did last week